Saturday night in the city. It's dark nowadays, and it is time to sit back, relax, and let the music take control. What else is there to do? The fall colors came and went with a whimper. The Blue Jays choked. Some not even remotely interested in what those jingoistic Americans refer to as the World Series. So there. By the way, my name is Tony Scott. This is our weekly get-together. It's called 96 Degrees in the Shade. Some people say the music is real good. Let's ask Peter Tosh just how good it is. Thank you, Peter Tosh, for getting things underway with Johnny B. Good, a reggae version of Chuck Berry's famous Blast from the Past. Hello again and welcome. And here's our lineup for this evening's show. Later on, you'll be hearing a mini feature on Willie Lindo. Willie who? Well, Mr. Lindo just happens to be, at this point in time, one of reggae's finest guitarists and producer. You'll hear some of his work in set number 2. We also have a regular feature, Reggae Flashback. And this evening, Johnny Nash will take us back in time to when the music was young. Ken Booth is here, and so are the Mighty Diamonds, Third World, and Chalice. As a matter of fact, here comes Chalice. From their stand-up album, this is the Jamaican male chauvinist view on infidelity. Listen closer to the lyrics, ladies, then devise a plan to thwart the son of a gun anyhow. This is Wicked Intention. That's someone called Ralph Adu, and the song is called Human to Human. The Mighty Diamonds did Soup Up Stars as opposed to Superstar, and the group Chalice gave the women of the world fair warning with Wicked Intention. Here's a reminder about the Miss Black Quebec pre-gala fashion event taking place at the Salsa Tech Disco. Sugar Minot and his version of It's All in the Game, a song that the Four Tops did some time ago. And before that, if my memory serves me well, and now I'm talking about way back when, decades ago, a guy called Tommy Edwards did a hit version of that said same song. Now how about that for trivia? Hi once again, I'm Tony Scott. And on our mini feature this evening, you'll be hearing some of the music that Willie Lindo had a hand in bringing to market. His is not a household name yet in reggae circles like Lee Scratch Perry and my old buddy and primary schoolmate Bunny Lee, and of course the famous Mrs. Dunbar and Shakespeare. But you mark my words, Willie Lindo is on the way up and has already made his impression on the reggae music scene. He was born in the town of Maypen in the parish of Clarendon 36 years ago, and like most reggae musicians, he was self-taught. He played the hotel circuit with local bands, and some of you may remember the Viscounts and the Comets. He also toured the Caribbean extensively and participated in many a recording session from the rock-steady days on. Willie may not remember this, but I certainly do. He was the guitarist in many a commercial jingle session back in the 70s for an agency producer called Tony Scott, who has subsequently disappeared into oblivion, but left behind a legacy of fine commercial jingles. Anyhow, Willie Lindo's biggest coup to date is his collaboration with Jan Hammer, the music director of the popular Miami Vice television series. Willie did the reggae music segment for that episode that featured Jamaican actor Carl Bradshaw as a heavy-duty dope dealer. And the show obviously liked his stuff because they've asked Willie to come back with some more music for another episode of Miami Vice. So next time you hear reggae music on the Vice, look in the credits for the name Willie Lindo. Here's some more of the music he's produced recently for people like Boris Gardner, Carleen Davis, and Beres Hammond.
What one dance can do this way. So before we forget, we're not cheaters yet. Let's keep it that way.
That was Boris Gardner and Let's Keep It That Way. Carleen Davis did The First Word in Memory Is Me, and Beres Hammond told us what a dance can do. The music of producer, guitarist Willie Lindo, a rising star on the reggae music scene. And speaking about rising stars, here's one who's firmly placed high in the reggae firmament. He's Michael from Romark Records at 6875 Victoria, and he has the best in reggae music. And I'm Tony Scott, all 6'3", 200 pounds of me, your average, over-the-hill sex symbol, with the best in reggae music on 96 Degrees in the Shade, right here on FM 96 CJFM.
National Trust.
The sound of Third World with Reggae Jam Boogie as we get set number 3. Give you fair warning about a DJ Jamboree Reggae-matic explosion that's coming down on Saturday, November 9th at the Hellenic Federation Hall at 451 Ogilvy. The heaviest DJs are going to be there. Santa Ranking, Brigadier Jerry Goldfinger, and Shinehead. I just love those names. Old buddy Carl Anthony from WLIB in New York City will be there also, so check it out. Hit song, I Got You Babe with Chrissy Hynde, is on that said album, but that's not what we're going to be listening to. We're going to be hearing something called 1 in 10.
96 degrees in the shade.
Hello once again and welcome to the hot spot on your radio dial, FM 96 CJFM, and to the show that gives new meaning to the word mellow. It's called 96 Degrees on the Shade. It's your weekly dose of reggae music, and it's my pleasure to bring it to you each and every week of this time. Oh, by the way, my name is Tony Scott, and this is Black Uhura asking the question, what is life?
What is life?
What is life? From the Grand was called in to remind me. Ironically enough, I started the show with Mr. Tosh, but that was it. No mention, no nothing. Now, how's that for a double negative? Well, belated happy birthday to the lean and mean Mr. Tosh. And later on in the show, in place of our reggae flashback feature, we'll feature Peter Tosh live and in concert in somewhere called L.A. Okay, that should serve to appease all of Mr. Tosh's fans. Here's a look at the rest of the lineup for this evening's show, which ought shame on ya.
Good God!
The Reggae-matic Explosion 85 with some of the best rap DJs in the world. Direct from Jamaica, Brigadier Jerry, Shinehead, the sensational return of Santa Ranking, and special guest recording artist Mike Anthony. From England, Hugh Brown. From New York, the downbeat #1 selector Goldfinger. And your MC from WLIB, Carl Anthony. Tickets $15 at the door, $12 in advance. Available now at Romark Records, 6875 Victoria, Restaurant Carib at 6000 Sherbrooke Street West, and the Liberation Bookstore, 1207 de Maisonneuve. For more information, 486-5499. The Reggae-matic Explosion 85, a spectacular DJ entertainment night. Saturday, November 9th at the Hellenic Federation Hall, 451 Ogilvy Avenue. Sound by Ja Prophecy. A jam-down production in cooperation with Restaurant Carib. A DJ Jamboree.
96 degrees in the shade.
Music from Bunny Wailer. We let go with more reggae music and set number 3 of 96 Degrees in the Shade. Hello again, I'm Tony Scott, who at the top of this show apologized for having not mentioned last week that Peter Tosh was celebrating a birthday. He was born in Jamaica on October 19, 1944. That's a good year. Peter McIntosh changed his name to simply Peter Tosh and was one of the original Wailers. He's a talented and gifted and oftentimes misunderstood, but he's a living legend to the evolution of reggae, a fine musician-composer, and, as he told me one time here in Montreal, if Bob was a king, who am I? Because I taught the king. Live and in concert in some foreign city, here's Tosh.
Very good, very, very good to be here once more. This one was just a warning.
A cool ruler himself, Gregory Isaacs, and Love is Overdue. Before that, a revitalized John Holt, always a favorite of mine from way back when, did Tonight You're Mine. And our belated birthday person, Peter Tosh, was captured live in L.A. with a rendition of Bush Doctor and Coming in Hot. Well, I do believe we've spent all our shells in reggae's tightest hour, but we'll reload and fire some more shots next week at the same time. Remember to turn your clocks back 1 hour before going to bed, and you can spend the rest of the weekend recovering from the trauma that will no doubt cost you. Thank you, Richard Hamlin, for a great job. And thank you out there for listening. I'm Tony Scott. Bonsoir.
96 degrees in the shade.
5 years ago, when the song was first released, I heard it in a hotel called Couples, just outside of Ocho Rios in Jamaica, played by a group, Chalice. A few hours before, I just stepped off a plane from a sub-zero Montreal. The song warmed my heart and thrilled my soul. So that's the power of reggae music. And this is how warm it can get. 96 degrees in the shade. Good evening, I'm Tony Scott. This is the late Robert Nestor Marley. Coming in from Light by Each. Let's give a listen.
Me no want no girl come run me down, me no want no girl come give me bun. Them they think me a take me punk, I and I just sing you too, boy,
There you have it. Girly Girly from Sophia George and Boy Boy from Charlie Chaplin. And as ludicrous as that may sound, there is a story in there somewhere. And I'm not going to attempt to tell it. Interesting tunes, catchy rhythm, and I can hear the appeal. Let's get back to sanity with some good guys from the rock called Third World. Here they are with Can't Get You Out of My Mind. Can't Get You Out of My Mind from Third World as we bring to a close set number 1 of our weekly soiree. But don't you dare go away, because coming up in set number 2, we have Bunny Wailer, plus 2 new ones from Tyrone Taylor and Delroy Wilson, and much more as the music gets hotter on 96 degrees in the shade.
96 degrees.